So when you're sending emails out, broadcast emails out from Kit, you can do something called A/B testing with your subject line. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. So if I click on Send Broadcasts and then click New Broadcast. Now, once you've typed up your email, whatever you're going to have in there, it could be a newsletter, it could be an announcement, it could be anything at all. You can put in a subject line here. So let's say, have you heard about my new venture? Let's say that was my subject line. I was going to talk about something new that I was working on. I could send that out to my list, but over here on the right hand side you can see there's this little sort of, looks like a kind of glass beaker icon. If you click on that, it allows you to create an A/B test. Okay. You can either do it on subject lines or on email content, or both. Now, the email content one, you need the Creator Pro plan, which is a more expensive plan. I'm only going to show you what you can do on the Creator plan, and that's the subject line. So I'm going to click on that, and then inside you've got subject line A and subject line B, so hence the name A/B testing. Just a side note, if you want to test up to 5 subject lines, so that would be A, B, C, D, E testing, then again you need to upgrade to the Creator Pro plan, but I'm not going to do that. So have you heard about my new venture? That's my subject line. Now I may want to create a second one to test to see if it performs better. Let's say I have just launched my new platform. Want to see it. Now these are fictitious subject lines, obviously, and maybe not particularly good ones, but at least hopefully it demonstrates the purpose of A/B testing and how it works. So let's imagine that's the 2 subject lines I want to send out, and let's say I'm sending this out to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so the way A/B testing works is that for those 1,000 subscribers, Kit will take 15% of them, so 150, and send them the email using subject line A. It will then take another 15% and send the email to them using subject line B. It will then wait for a period of time, and I'll explain how you can set that in a moment. The default is for 4 hours. After that 4-hour period, it then does a comparison to see what the performance was with subject line A versus subject line B. In other words, which email got opened most. So if subject line A was the most successful, then what it does is it takes the remaining 70% of emails. So remember, it took 15% for A, 15% for B, that's 30%, and the remaining 70% would then be sent out after 4 hours using the winning subject line, whether it's A or B. Obviously the objective being here that if you can identify which one is more appealing, then overall the performance of the email campaign is going to improve. Under the settings tab here, this is where you can set the duration. Now, as I say, the default is 4 hours. If you want to, you can make it 2 hours, or you can even get down to 30 minutes if you want. My recommendation is to leave it at the 4 hours. The reason I prefer to do that is because it gives more people more time to open up the emails from that original 30% that's been sent out. However, whatever it is you want to set it to, choose it, and then click save. And then in the email now, you've got the 2 subject lines. And when you send that, you can then look at the analytics to see which one won. And then eventually when the other 70% goes, you'll see the complete performance of the whole email campaign. And one thing to note, just as a caveat, because this trips some people up and it makes them scratch their head, if you do an A/B test and let's say subject A wins, and therefore 85% of the emails use subject A, it could, in some quirky circumstances, transpire that after a long period of time, B actually became the most successful subject line, just because more people perhaps waited a few days to open the email, and subject B eventually beat A overall. Now, it doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. So that's how you can use A/B testing for your emails in Sidekit.